Okay, so here it is, the final Fast and Furious prequel. That's right, 4, 5, and 6 are all set before Tokyo Drift. Furious 6. Now, I did like the starting credits of this movie. Furious 6, it says right there. I said that in my previous review. I'd love if that would happen because I called it Fast 5. Now I want Furious 6. Now I want the 7, or and 7, or and the 7. Give it to me. I want it. This is directed, as usual, by Justin Lin and written by Chris Morgan, as always. Now, I'm going to give this movie a decent kind of score, like I did the last one. And the character moments and the intrigue and stuff is getting a little better as these go along, but I still can't help but think to myself, I'd like a new writer. It's not the character stuff that's the problem all the time. Sometimes it's like a cohesive story or something like that. This one is very soap opera because they bring back Letty, which is Michelle Rodriguez's character. This has all the guys from the previous couple movies, Vin Diesel, Brian O'Connor. No, that's his name. Paul Walker, Gal Gadot, Sung Kang, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris. All the guys and gals are there. And Michelle Rodriguez is back. She died in number 4, apparently. It turns out, no, she didn't. In this kind of weird retcon that kind of felt out of character for the character involved from number 4, but okay. It's a fine movie. It's an interesting premise. There's a group of, car thieves and stuff. Well, they're not car thieves. They don't steal cars, but, thieves that drive cars real good. That's the kind of thief. Like Toretto and stuff. Except they've got like military hardware and shit like that. And The Rock wants Toretto and everyone to go after him. They're like, fuck you, why would I do that? Oh, because Letty's working for him. Oh shit, we gotta go after him. And they do. They're headed by a guy named Shaw, which will be important later. And there's also a couple of side characters in this group that I just recognized, that just popped out at me. We've got David Ajala. Hopefully I pronounced your name right, mate. I really like him in this Star Trek Discovery Season 3. And we've got Joe Taslim, who's been in The Raid and all those kinds of movies. So I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. I like these guys. But they don't get as many chances to shine as you might expect. They're kind of like henchmen. And the main focus really is on Shaw and Letty and in that part of the group. So they go after him. Look, the driving stunts and action scenes are awesome. You got the bad guy, man. He's driving down in some kind of modified Grand Prix car through London and shit. It is freaking insane. And I remember this one as I'm watching it being, oh my god, yeah, this is the one with the never-ending runway. And I remember then and now not really caring that it was a never-ending runway because all the action kind of led up to this moment, and it was really kind of badass. Now, there is a couple things though that, look, I'm glad they brought Letty back. The way they brought her back was kind of dumb, but you killed her off, so you kind of had to bring her back somehow. And it's very soap opera-y, like very daytime soaps. I'm like, okay, whatever. The other thing is, Brian O'Connor, Paul Walker's got to get some information. The only way you can get it is to go to prison to get it off Braga, a bad guy from the previous movie. Oh, number 4 or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why does he need to infiltrate a prison to get this information? Why don't you just send Luke Hobbs in there? He'll just beat the shit out of this guy. He could actually go to America and do this. Instead, you got Brian O'Connor doing this kind of weird, very short stay in prison, infiltrating it, getting the information he needs, and then getting out again. I'm like, that's kind of weird. I just, So there's kind of weird logic things like that, but there's nothing in this movie that's as bad to me as, look at them, we got them by the eyes. Zoom in on their eyes, and you got their whole faces. There's nothing as bad as that. This movie does exactly what you want it to. Just entertain, have kick-ass action, and have there be more than more of a reason to do all the things that they're doing rather than just, we like stealing shit, and this guy's even a worse bad guy than we are. Oh, we're being chased by the cops. So like I tried something different here. I think Justin Lin's getting better at doing these movies as he goes along in terms of making action scenes and all that kind of stuff. However, I wouldn't mind a different writer, just for a different perspective. I don't know, man. Because some of the writing in this seems a bit a little bad. And it's one of the few things that lets these down. I don't know. I don't mind a big dumb action movie, but you don't need to be so blatant about it. I'm giving this one a 7. Second 7 in a row. Here's the standings. Yeah. Here we go. Yep. There we are so far. If you notice, Better Luck Tomorrow's not there. But, it would have the highest score at 9. So, yeah, there it is. Fast 6. There's not many more of these to go, and there's a new one coming out, or is it out? I'm always late anyway, who cares? Give me a like, dislike, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you've been on a never-ending runway. What's at the end of it? Is there a pot of gold or something?